And it all comes down to this. Hello, folks. It's Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chemlock League. The Outlaws have pushed it to game three after a very tense win, 2-1 at home in Tiger Den. Normally a place where we see our offense pop off like crazy, but we weren't able to get it going, but we got just enough to win this one. And we head to game three back at Golden Field, where the Dive Bombers are looking to win their first championship in league history, where the Outlaws looking to try and go back to back. This is the last game of the series. The winner takes it all, and we will have Madden Zimmerman, our ace on the mound, against Nola East, the ace of the Dive Bombers, I believe. And we will see how this ends up playing out. Very, very curious to see what ends up coming of this one, as Nola East does not have the best traits out there. And that fastball may be something she leans on, and I am wondering if our fastball hitters can take advantage of that. So we're going to keep an eye out for that throughout this one. And as we take a look at the suggested lineup, and unfortunately, Giovanni Mays is now tired. We needed to keep him out there for so long, and this is a conflict. I don't know what to do. Let's come back to you, bud. In right field will be Braden Sorelli. He just got it done in the last one, and we need to keep him out there. And the DH spot right now, we have Tony. I don't know if I'll keep it that way. Rock Quintana at second, Justice Cologne at first, Glass Snyder at third. No, I want Fernanda Branch to stay out there. She has been very, very good this during the playoffs. Caroline Dealer in in left field. We could go with Leanna Welch, who has the better arm, has good speed, has better contact, and has that fastball hitter trait. I am very curious to see what we can do. Her in left field as a lefty may not be a good idea, though. I'm going to let Caroline Dealer get the start here. I want Tony Centercut to DH. I don't know if being in the field has been distracting to him, but he hasn't been hitting well. Ramon Lee at short, Bab Shishin in center, and then Giovanni Mays. I think with this lineup the way that it is, I think I am going to put Giovanni Mays on the bench. We can have his bat come off of the bench as necessary, but I'm going to have the defense of Alex Hernandez and that really great arm behind the plate to hopefully slow down some of those speed demons from the Dive Bombers offense. So now we put the team in order. I'm going to keep Ramon Lee in the 2 spot, Tony Centercut at 3. This will put let's do this. Bab Shishin will bat 2. Ramon Lee will be behind Tony Centercut, followed by Rock Quintana, followed by Justice Cologne, followed by Fernanda Branch, then Caroline Dealer. I do not feel as confident about this lineup as I normally would. But I think this is the way we got to go. Am I being too fancy here? No, I think this is the way we do it. Yeah, this is what it's going to be. All right, so we have our away uniforms. Let's go ahead and play ball. Madden Zimmerman comes out to the mound. This is a night game, so we're going to see the Stars at Golden Field, a Field of Dreams scenario for sure. We've seen the night games for All-Stars, but of course we have the All-Stars from the Dive Bombers and the Outlaws in this one, and you can see the 3 captains of the team, Giovanni Mays, Justice Cologne, and Rock Quintana coming out to the plate to meet the Dive Bombers. And we will lead things off. Braden Sorelli comes up to the plate against Nola East. Starts with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball below the zone. And that ball hit into right center field. It's going to tail away from the center fielder and all the way to the wall. Mark Panther does get it in with cannon arm, but that's going to be a leadoff double from Braden Sorelli with his Tier 3 base rounder. He's able to get into scoring position to start this one off. Dalton Babshishin, don't make me regret putting you in the 2 spot, man. You get the day off. You settle down. This is a big opportunity for you. We know what you can do. You know what you're capable of. Let's make it happen. Pops one foul first. Takes a ball high for a ball, excuse me. Ball low and outside. 2-1 count here for Babshishin. And that one's going to go into left center field. This one is going to be gotten by Marv Harrison, and he does, or Marv Panther, excuse me. And he does have the cannon arm activate, but Braden Sorelli with his Tier 3 base rounder was able to get around third very quickly, and Babshishin gets a single, an RBI single to get this one started. And Nola East is already tense. Tony Centercut looking for that elite four-seam fastball. Babshishin takes off for second, and he is going to be caught stealing second. Oh my God, we do it again. The grounder there, Deacon Cannon is able to get it over to first base for out number 2, and it's already happening. Babshishin came up big with a single, and then he tried to steal. Dina Andrews catches him stealing, and 2 outs here, nobody on for Ramon Lee, one of our most consistent hitters of the playoffs. Swings at that one and fouls it off. 1-2 count. She leans back, throws the slider, and it's out of the zone. 2-2. Takes strike 3, 100-mile-an-hour fastball, elite four-seam, just not one that many can catch up on. And Ramon Lee takes that one for strike 3 to end the first. And again, it's just really confusing when our offense starts off really well and then just completely fumbles the bag. And Fisk Gallagher will get the leadoff spot for the Dive Bombers against Madden Zimmerman. 1-1 count here. Gallagher is locked in, and he's going to pull that one over the fence. Leaping is Braden Sorelli, but well out of the park for that one. And Fisk Gallagher leads things off with a home run in the bottom of the first. 351 for him, second home run of the playoffs, and it is tied up 1-1. Blind to Orange did get an appearance in both of the last 2 games. He gets the start here, as Madden Zimmerman is immediately tense, and we'll see if he can recover. To Orange, hasn't made much of an impact so far. Fouls that one off. 1-2 count here. K Collector activates for Zimmerman. High pressure situation already. 2-2, and there's the strikeout. Madden Zimmerman shrugs his shoulders, waves goodbye to Orange. That's out number 1. Ashley Ariano comes up, 250 on the playoffs, and 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Zimmerman, with that strikeout, goes back to neutral mojo, gets a strike there, 1-1 count with 1 out, and Ariano demolishes a ball that's going to hit off of the freaking what is that, scoreboard? My God, a dead center field, 487. That is an all-star shot for her, and it is a 2-1 ball game in the bottom of the first inning. Kaylee Holcorn now comes up. Madden Zimmerman tense again. Only gotten through 1 out so far, through 13 pitches here. Gets a swinging strike there, so an 0-2 count. K Collector activates. Holcorn takes a ball outside. Takes ball low and inside. 2-2, and takes strike 3. So Madden Zimmerman, what a mixed bag here. Home run, strikeout, home run, strikeout. And now here comes Henry Fernandez, who's DHing today. He didn't get a chance. He got 1 appearance so far on the in this series. Fouls 1 off. Fouls another 1 off. Has tier 2 off-speed hitter. K Collector activates for Zimmerman. And that ball's going to get hit right to Ramon Lee on the ground for out number 3. But 2 solo home runs given up by Madden Zimmerman, and the Dive Bombers have come to play. It is 2-1 through 1 inning so far, so both offenses looking to get things started quickly. Rock Quintana, tier 3 off-speed hitter. Now you see Nola East does have the elite four-seam fastball, but she does have a slider, a curveball, and a changeup. Gets 2 strikes on the corner, and then an off-speed pitch tails out of the zone. 1-2 count for Rock. Rock takes strike 3. He drops to tense mojo, and that's out number 1. 444 in the playoffs is Justice Cologne. Swings through a curveball for strike 1. Ball high. That ball catches the top inside corner for a strike, and Justice swings way late on that 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and that's out number 2. 2 of our best hitters go down with the strikeout. Now Fernanda Branch comes up, takes the ball low, Swings at a good pitch, but pulls it foul. And there's another foul, so that's going to be a 1-2 count here for Nola East against Branch. Takes the ball, just misses his own, 101 miles an hour. And there it is again, and that's the strikeout. So strikes out the side, and Nola East is able to settle in after giving up an early run in the first inning. And she gets the striking out the side to move to the bottom of the second, where Marv Panther, batting .353, comes up to the plate against Madden Zimmerman, still tense. Misses the plate on both of those pitches, and that ball is lined right to Fernanda Branch for out number 1. She has been really great defensively in this series, and she has been a really great productive hitter for the team for most of the playoffs so far. And Hugo Base comes up. He dropped all the way down from 1 to 7, and that ball is tailing foul that had the home run distance in right field. 1-2 count here from Madden Zimmerman. K Collector, ball 2, and doesn't chase. Ball 3, full count with 1 out, and Hugo Base sends that into center field. It's going to be a 1-hopper to Bab Shishin and a base hit with 1 out to get his mojo back to locked in. And Deacon Cannon will come up, the shortstop, batting .286 in the playoffs. We'll see if he can move his teammate up to second base at the very least. 1 out, takes strike 1. Madden Zimmerman still tense. Gets a strike 2. Here comes K Collector. And does not chase a ball low. Doesn't chase inside either. 2-2 count with 1 out. Runner on first. Not good speed. That one misses the zone, so that's ball 3. Full count and swings through strike 3. 100 miles an hour for himself. Madden Zimmerman saying, Nola, you're not the only one that can hit triple digits, but she's gotten the better of the Outlaws offense versus Madden with the dive bombers. And there's a ball hit into right field. It's going down the line, and it is off the wall. Wait, no, it's not. Sorelli catches that one in the corner for out number 3. I thought that one could have gotten out, but then I thought it bounced off the wall, and I was wrong with everything I thought, because Brayden Sorelli made an incredible play there in the corner to just focus on getting the ball. Now, Caroline Dealer has been sitting out for a few games here. She gets the start today with the fastball hitter, but she hits the off-speed pitch into left center field. It does die, and Marv Panther gets that one easily for out number 1. Alex Hernandez, the 9-hitter, comes up with Tier 2 first pitch Slayer, as well as Mind Gamer activated here at Tier 1. Swings at the first pitch for a strike, misses it, and that's a ball low. 1-1 count with 1 out. Alex Hernandez can surprise us and hits that one into center field, and it's not going to get down. Marv Panther, with that credible speed, is able to close the distance and get to that one very quickly. And now here comes Brayden Sorelli with 2 outs. He's already 1 for 1 with a double. Swings at the first pitch. It's going to be blooped into right field, and it's going to knock it down. Fisk Gallagher with an incredible play, slides and makes the catch. He kind of had to be awkward with his glove on that one, as he is a lefty, and he ends up making the play to end the inning. So another 1-2-3 inning for Nola East, and now who just made that incredible play. On fire, Fisk Gallagher already hit 1 home run today. Comes up looking to see what he can do in his second time around. And he pushes that one foul, so 1-2 count. Madden Zimmerman back to neutral mojo, gets K Collector, and gets it there. So he throws the off-speed pitch this time, completely fools Gallagher, and it is going to be strikeout for out number 1. I'm sorry, did he say Dorange was his name? Blind to orange is what I'm going to say. 1-1 count here. Swings through strike 2. He is tense here. K Collector activates again for Madden and does not chase way out of the zone there. 2-2. Fouls one off here. Stays alive. And another foul. So 2-2 once again. And that ball is going to stay high. So now full count for DeOrange. And does not chase ball 4 as Madden Zimmerman got ahead and then fell behind and was not able to catch back up as he walks the tense to orange, who's now back to neutral, and Ashley, who hit one, absolutely crushed one to dead center last time up. Swings through strike one there. 1-1 count here. Takes strike two, so K Collector activates on pitch 51 for Zimmerman here in the third inning. And that one's going to be blooped, but goes foul and out of play. 2-2 once again for Zimmerman. Ariano stays alive on a pitch high that she pops foul. And then Rock Quintana making the nice catch on the line out there for out number 2. Kaylee Holcorn comes up, 0 for 1. Madden Zimmerman, 55th pitch. He's tired already. He has been laboring through these innings. And that ball diving, or past the diving, Fernanda Branch into left field. So now we have a run standing on, or a potential run standing on second base in scoring position for Henry Fernandez. 0 for 1 today. Madden Zimmerman gets pulled. Dane Rollins, who was out last time, comes up from this one. He did only throw maybe a couple of pitches, but he is going to be carrying it the rest of the way here for Madden Zimmerman, who was not able to get through 3 innings. Gets a strike there, 2-1, 2 outs. And that ball is going to get into the center field, and Babshishin has to come up throwing hard. The runner is heading home, and the play at the plate is not in time. A run scores on the base hit, and it is a 3-1 ball game. Dive Bombers trying to pull away here at home and try and finish off the Outlaws. And great speed on both bases here, first and second. And we'll see Marv Panther come up, 333 in the playoffs. Dane Rollins trying to get out of this rocky inning. That run does count towards Zimmerman, by the way. So 3 runs for him, and a runner at second is his responsibility as well. And that ball dribbled foul, so 2-2, 2 outs. And that one's going to be popped foul as well. That ball just got out of the zone, so runners will be taking off with 2 outs. That ball goes foul as well. 2 outs, full count. Marv Panther hits that one foul, so good battle brewing here. Very tense situation, and that's going to be popped foul as well. So we'll do it again. Dane Rollins trying to finish him off. Gets the strikeout looking, and Marv Panther goes down, but a run comes across on a base hit, and that's going to be a 3-1 ball game for the second half here. The Outlaws have some catching up to do. Dalton Pabshishin did get an RBI single in the first inning, but then he got caught stealing second base, something I don't think was a good idea, but he did it anyways, and Nola East is locked in. 2-1 count here, missing a 102 fastball, and then Babshishin pops it up to center field. Easy catch there for Panther for out number 1. Tony Centercut will come up. Rally starter activated for him, 0 for 1. He is going to look to see if he can drive that elite 4-seam fastball of Nola East. Gets a slider for strike 1. Slider for ball 2, or for ball 1, excuse me. There's a fastball, but pops at foul. Just missed that one. 1-2 count, and stays alive on a slider. There's a ball low, so 2-2 count here for center cut. And there's a fastball sent into right field. It does not look like it has enough, and it's going to die in left center field. Fist Gallagher catches that one for out number 2. Oh, my God. It's so frustrating to watch, and it feels like it's slipping through our fingers. Nola East just threw pitch number 45. Ramon Lee comes up 0 for 1, 2-0 count with 2 outs, takes a strike. Nola East still locked in. Gets that one past the catcher, or past the pitcher, and Orange was able to range over to second base, gets that one, and tosses the first for out number 3. Third consecutive inning where we went down in order, so 9 batters sent down in order, at least 9, 10, because the last out in the first inning. Is that might have been 11 consecutive outs for Nola East after giving up that run in the first inning. Dane Rollins here, 3-1 against Hugo Bass, who sends that one out to left center field and out of here into the bullpen. That's going to be another solo home run for the Dive Bombers, and it's looking like this one is just getting out of hand. 406 for Hugo Bass' second home run of the playoffs, and they take a 4-1 lead. You know, we have been able to battle back in the past. We've seen some really great catch-up moments from the Outlaws, but their offense seems to be completely dead. And Dane Rollins and this pitching staff cannot handle the Dive Bombers' offense. That ball gets dribbled to second base. Rock gets the throw over to first for out number 1. I have no faith. I'm trying to be optimistic here, but I am just very frustrated. Dina Andrews comes up, gets a head trait for Rollins, gets the strike, and that ball hit to right field loud and past the glove of Fred Sorelli, who can't make the play. Took a weird angle on that one and just misses it as he lunges. Thankfully, Dina Andrews is very slow and is only able to muster a single from that. But that's it for Dane Rollins. Here comes Jacoby Maddox on full rest. Bad ball hitter for Fisk Gallagher. Already has 1 home run today. Jacoby Maddox looking, maybe we can get old school Jacoby. 1-1 count here with 1 out. Pulls that one foul, so now K Collector will activate for Maddox. Misses that one, and it drops out of the zone for a ball. That one drops out as well. Full count now. Walk prone activates. K Collector still active. And there it is. Nice pitching from Jacoby Maddox, getting the hottest hitter on the Dive Bombers to strike out looking. And now with 2 outs, here comes Blind to Orange, who walked last time. And it really was frustrating to see how we gave that one up. And now Jacoby Maddox, the 3rd pitcher for the Outlaws in today's game. We'll see if he can get out of this one. 2-1 count, 3-1 count, and walk prone activates. Big Hack activates for De Orange. And he pulls it foul, so now K Collector will activate as well. Full count, 2 outs, runner goes. Swings through strike 3, so Jacoby Maddox, not a clean couple of at-bats, but he was able to get 2 strikeouts, and his 2 batters faced, and now we head to the top of the 5th. Rock Quintana comes up tense. He struck out looking last time. Blind to Orange gets pulled for Sammy Hodges as they're turning to defense here in the 5th, up 4-1. And swings at the first pitch, way out of the zone, but pulls it foul. Almost gets hit on that one, dodges that. 1-1 count. Gets an off-speed pitch, but pulls foul down 1-2. And chases a one way out of the zone. Rock Quintana not showing up for the playoffs for the Outlaws is one of the main factors that I would say would be why we lose this series against the Dive Bombers. Another one could be the Quiet Justice Cologne series. 1-1 count here. Nola East gets her to pop out to center field. Calling it is Panther, catching it for out number 2. Fernanda Branch comes in, 0 for 1. Max pressure now as Nola is still locked in. 2 outs. Fernanda takes strike 1. Swings through strike 2. And then bloops that curveball into left field for out number 3. So we have gone 12, 13, 14 potentially consecutive. Actually, it might be 15 consecutive outs because there was the Sorelli double followed by the Babshishin single, and then he got caught stealing. And then the next 2 runners got out. Or the next 2 batters got out. So it would have been, as Fernanda Branch backhands that and tosses to first for out number 1, 15 consecutive outs after giving up 2 hits for Nola East. Kaylee Holcorn comes up. It gets a base hit up the middle. Babshishin tosses it in. Maddox 3 outs to start his appearance here today, and then he gives up that base hit. So Henry Fernandez will come up 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. Good speed over there at first base. Maddox gets a first pitch strike. His 20th pitch is a pitch out. Strike 2, so K Collector activates here on a 1-2 count. With 1 out, that ball's high and outside, ball 2. And there's strike 3. Maddox drops it into the zone, and Fernandez can't believe it. He has to walk back to the dugout after strike 3, and now Marv Panther, who's tense, 0 for 2 today, comes in with 2 outs and a runner on first. There's a get me over curveball. Fastball gets sent to Ramon Lee, who gets it over to first for out number 3. So another good inning for Jacoby Maddox. I think we're a little too late here. We head to the top of the 6th, last chance, 3 outs for the Outlaws. We're going to go 8-9-1 to get things started. Caroline Dealer will begin 0 for 1 today. Fastball hitter activated. Her fastball is topping out at about 97 right now. So it would be really nice to see if we can get a hold of one of those. Caroline Dealer is not able to leg out that as she hit it to third base, and the ball got thrown in the dirt, but nice fielding from Ariano, getting that for out number 1. Alex Hernandez comes up. We don't want to pinch hit for anybody ever. Why would we? Takes ball 1, pops that one foul. And he sends one into right field. That ball is going to likely get out of here, and that goes into the bullpen. That's going to be a solo shot for Alex Hernandez. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, my man. He comes in with a big hit, and it is 4-2. We're not dead yet. 1 out. Alex Hernandez's first home run of the playoffs. And now we head to the top of the order. Braden Sorelli comes up 1 for 2 with a double. Nola East gets pulled. Katrina Parker comes in. Elite four-seam herself, and swinging at the first pitch, Braden Sorelli pops it up into foul territory, and Dina Andrews is able to catch that. So we are down to our last out, down by 2. Dalton Babshishin needs to get on base here in a max pressure situation. Katrina Parker looking to see if she can close this one out for the Dive Bombers for their first championship, and that's a strike apparently, and he's going to bunt. And Babshishin is not able to reach, and that's how the game ends. Babshishin tried to bunt single to get on base, and Katrina Parker was able to range over, get that, and throw to first for out number 3, and the Dive Bombers win their first championship. The Outlaws made it to 2 consecutive appearances in the championship finals, but they are not able to pull this one out. The miracle for the Outlaws ends tonight as the Dive Bombers win at home. Congratulations to them. They were the better team in this series. Our offense was just MIA for most of this series against the Dive Bombers. Just not much production from them whatsoever. We got 2 runs on 3 hits. 2 of those hits came in the first. 1 run came in the 6th. Please go back and check me. I think Nola East got 16 consecutive outs as she got the last 3 out, or the 3 outs in the first inning after giving up 2 hits. And then she went 1, 2, 3 in the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, which is 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then she got the first out in the 6th inning before she gave up the home run to Alex Hernandez. I might be wrong, but please let me know in the comments below. I think she went 16 consecutive outs. Keep in mind, in a 6-inning game, that is 6 times 3, 24. I'm doing my math wrong. That's 8 times 3. So 18 outs. And she ended up going 16 consecutive outs in a row. For the Dive Bombers, they won on 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors in this one. The Outlaws got hits from Sorelli and Babshishin, and then Alex Hernandez. That's it. For the Dive Bombers, Fitz Gallagher got a home run, Ariano got a home run, Hugo Bass got a home run. Their big hitters pulled through when they needed them to. Henry Fernandez came up with a RBI single or an RBI base hit as well. This was just embarrassing for the Outlaws. Zimmerman gets a loss. That we needed an ace performance from him, and he did not have it today. 2 2/3, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and gave up 2 home runs. Dane Rollins came in. He did not have it today either. 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 1 home run, and then a strikeout. And then Jacoby Maddox, the only pitcher to do something good today. He goes 1 2/3, giving up 1 hit and striking out 3. For the Dive Bombers, Nola East, we already talked about her, 5 1/3, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 home run, and 5 strikeouts. And then Katrina Parker comes in and she gets her 2 outs that she needed to get the save, and that was it. So Nola East should get the number 1 player. Yeah, you can tell this is skewed. Hugo Bass gets number 1, Alex Hernandez gets number 2, and Ashley Ariano gets number 3. The Dive Bombers are your Season 2 Chemlock League champions, and that means that the Outlaws have to go home empty-handed. They won the conference championship, but they did not play well when it mattered most. I want to take a look at this bracket. We scored a total of 7 runs in 3 games. They scored 10 runs in 3 games, so not much more. But man, that was embarrassing. 3 runs being the most that we were able to score in a game against the Dive Bombers, and I think our magic just ran out. Our offense had been able to perform for so long, and then players were just not showing up. You know what you're talking about, or you know what you're dealing with when you have guys like Tony Centercut, who was very quiet in that entire series against the Dive Bombers. You had Bab Shishin and Sorelli bouncing back and forth between production, getting caught stealing 5 times between the 2 of them. That's just embarrassing, and it doesn't need to happen. Justice Cologne got caught stealing. Tony Centercut got caught stealing. That's 7 different outs that we ran into on the base paths, and that's just from trying to steal a base. That's embarrassing. We have Rock Quintana getting 5 hits, all singles for the entire playoffs. He batted 238, 1 RBI. You need to do better than that, man. He got as many hits as he has strikeouts. For Justice Cologne, she started hot, faded. Fernanda Branch, same thing. Giovanni Mays, same thing. And I don't know if it was the right call to pull him, as his offense may have been a little bit more productive. But even then, it didn't matter because Alex Hernandez did hit. He got 1 home run. And nobody else, even if Giovanni Mays was doing something, nobody else was going to help him out. And that's where things just get really, really tough. What else could you have done, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know if there was a better decision to make. If I put the wrong lineup out there, people should have been in a different order. I just think that they should have been able to produce and they didn't. Madden Zimmerman, he did not do his job out there. Rince Shaw pitched 2 games and he was phenomenal. Lily Dubs did okay. She got a little out of hand, and honestly, that was no help from her bullpen. And then you have Brody Mashington that did okay. I think he just got left in a little too long in one of those games, and that skews his numbers a little bit. Or was it a game that he started off really slow and then able to recover really well? Oh, man, our bullpen was shaky. Glover Macho Man did okay. He kind of got the shaft because they kept him in too long. Crisp Lopside, these numbers don't look bad. But they don't. I mean, why didn't we get any appearance from Harvey Lancheros? If you're going to keep somebody out of the playoffs altogether, let it be Glover. I just don't understand. I don't know. I'm in a really bad mood after watching that one as we just flounder. Here's the team that couldn't make it all the way. You can see they're pretty disappointed in themselves. It's going to be an interesting offseason, to say the least. I don't know what we do from here. I am going to kind of see. I will play through season 3 for sure. I'm going to do a season 3, but then based on what the team does in season 3, I think we will determine whether we. I think we determine whether we end up going to a different team or if we're going to stick with the Outlaws. Again, we'll do that based on what season 3 looks like, the outcome there. League leaders: Hugo Bass #1, Bitzer Hines #2, even though he didn't pitch for a while. Kaylee Holcorn gets 3, Rince Shaw 4, he deserved it. Fisk Gallagher 5, Ramon Lee 6, Bowen gets 7. Nola East gets 8. She was phenomenal in that last game. And then Fernanda Branch and Tony Centercut get the 9 and 10 spots. I'm not going to really break this down. Fernanda Branch did lead the playoffs in home runs with 3 and RBIs with 9, but we just couldn't get any there in those last couple of games when it meant the most. She also led in slugging, which is cool. Hits goes to Hugo, then Kaylee, and then Ramon, Tony, and Fist all tied for for third with 9. Extra base hits, you can see them there. Justice Cologne struck out 7 times in the playoffs. That's wonderful. But Babshishin struck out 6. Rock and Braden all struck out, or both struck out 5 times. It's just not. That's not how you are going to be productive in the playoffs. Giovanni Mays with 6 runs scored. Tony Centercut with 2 stolen bases, but we already talked about that whole thing. I don't want to bring it up again. Pitching wise, Rent Shaw with wins. He shows up in the RA category along with Chris Flopside. We see Dane Rollins in the whip category, Jacoby Maddox in the opponent batting average category. Madden Zimmerman gets 12 strikeouts in the playoffs. He gets number 1 spot there. Jacoby, Dane, Madden, and Brody all in strikeouts per 9. Rince, Dane, and Brody all for walks per 9. And then Rince, Brody, Dane, and Jacoby for strikeouts per walk. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. To leave us with a little bit of a cliffhanger, I am going to look at the repay. Actually, we're not going to cliffhanger. I'm just going to make the decisions. Let me see what time it is. Or we have plenty of time. I am going to go through the player re-signing, and then the next episode will be the off season. So I want to kind of get us to the point where we can be ready to sign players next time. And I also want to do some scouting beforehand so that I don't have to cut it into 2 different videos. So I'll just kind of let you know what players I find. So let's go ahead and head into the re-sign period. Okay, where do we start? Rock Quintana, 99% to return. He's making under his value. I am going to roll this one, but at 99%, I'm pretty confident that he will come back. All right, perfect. Justice Cologne, 96% chance to come back. I am going to roll this one for her as well, making well under what she is worth. And we'll see. 96%, and she gets it. So she's coming back as well. Let's see who else we want. Ramon Lee, he's coming back. 8.7 is what he's getting paid. He's valued at 8.9, so come on back. Tony Centercut, we're bringing this boy back for sure. I know this is kind of like, it's kind of weird feeling this way because I now have to look at the players that I'm excited about bringing back, even though I don't feel great about some of them. Caroline Dealer. Liked what I saw out of her. She wants to come back, so we'll definitely bring her back initially. We'll see what else options are out there. Dalton Babshishin has not played up to his capabilities, and it has been frustrating. He has had moments of brilliance, and then he has struggled mightily. He's a really great fielder, but he has also made a couple of boneheaded moves. He's worth 9.7. He is getting paid 8.2. 92% chance to come back. Some of you might be screaming at me not to do this, but I am going to roll the dice. I'm going to see if he comes back at 92% chance. I've seen it not happen. It's a high chance, but okay, he does accept. He said he accepted instantly. Braden Sorelli wants to come back. He's getting paid just below what he is worth, so we'll bring him back for sure. Leanna Welch gets paid exactly what she's worth. She, I would like to bring back. I was very excited about her. Skipped a couple of players up here. Giovanni Mays, I'm going to have to come back to because I have to decide what I want to do with him. Alex Hernandez, worth 4.2. He is getting paid 2.6. He developed quite a bit. 91% chance. I'm not worried if he doesn't come back, so let's go ahead and just roll the dice here. 91% chance, and he does. Okay, cool. Fabian Bale was a playoff signing, so we're going to drop him. Glass Snyder is at 98%. Guy is still kicking, 37 years old, about to be 38. I don't know if the age has changed yet. I don't think they did. So Glass Snyder about to turn 38, and he is not retiring yet. So 8.1 is what he's worth. And, I'm sorry, 7.7 is what he's worth. He's getting paid 8.1. You know what? Glass Snyder, I am going to release. We have Fernanda Branch as our primary starter at third base. She's getting paid She's 5'7". She's worth six million, and she's eager to come back at 94%. So we're gonna roll the dice here. Guess I should have rolled this before releasing Glass Knight. She comes back. Okay, so we got everybody taken care of except for Giovanni Mays. We will come back to him. Let's go down to the to the pitching staff. Madden Zimmerman, 9.6 is his value. He's getting paid 9.1. He's happy to come back at that. Brody Mashington is getting paid 10.9, and he's worth 10.3. He is older, and he was signed just for the playoffs, so I am going to drop him. Prince Shaw, very great year for him. He's at 99% chance to come back. He's worth 8.1. He's making 7.3. I'm going to offer him his current salary, 99% chance. And welcome back, man. All right, Lily Dubs getting paid at 5.9. She's worth 5.8. I'm going to have her come back at her regular salary. She's going to be somebody I look to replace, but she has still been productive in her pitching appearances. She has only had one bad outing so far. That's more than can be said for Madden Zimmerman. Chris Blofside, I'm going to have to come back to him. Jacoby Maddox, he's worth 9.2. He's getting paid 9.8. I might be getting soft here, but I'm going to give him what he's worth. The only player I'm overpaying right now. $33. He's been regressing. I'm going to release him. Nope, I'm not. I can't. I felt weird just saying it. I'm going to bring him back. We might look to see if there's another option in the free agent pool. I'd also maybe consider releasing him and then, getting him down a little bit more and then signing him again. But for right now, I'm going to re-sign him. Dane Rollins, he's getting paid 8.9. He's worth 8.8. I'm going to say yes. We'll just bring him right back for what he's worth. He actually had a pretty solid rookie season. Harvey Loncheros was a very mixed bag. He is getting paid 7.5, and he's worth 8.1. I am going to re-sign him, or I'll let it roll at 96% chance. He's got a 79 loyalty, so it's not a guarantee, but he does accept that offer, and he will be coming back. He is kind of first on the chopping block. He was not impressive to me, unfortunately. Glover Macho Man, we signed him for the playoffs. He's going to be dropped. And then it comes down to Chris Blofside and Giovanni Mays. And taking a look at what we have money left over, $32.4 million, and we have currently 4 players that we have to sign. A backup, 2 backup infielders, a starter, and 1 reliever. Crisp, what do we do with you? You're asking for 8.6. You're worth 9.3. You're getting paid 7.6. So 1 more million to re-sign you. 88% chance. Here's the deal. I like Crisp, but he doesn't pitch like I don't know. Reverse splits is kind of a wasted trait on this team. I just feel like he's not as good of a pitcher as we could probably find elsewhere. The accuracy I feel like is a little bit of a misdirect. He doesn't seem as accurate as he is showing with that attribute. So I'm going to roll this one. 88% chance for him to come back at 7.6. And he does come back. Okay, good. So he is coming back at his standard salary. I am very stingy, very frugal, as you might have noticed. And then the last one on the list here is Giovanni Mays. He is getting 8.2. He's worth 9. He's asking 9.5. I can't give him 9.5. You definitely can't do that. So my options are to sign him for what he's actually getting made, or let him go and try and bring him back later, or see what other options are for starting catcher. He has been a cornerstone of this offense for the first 2 seasons. The detriment for him has been his arm, but I'm going to roll this one. 81% chance. I would be welcome to bringing him back, but closer to 9 million, not 9.5. 67 loyalty, and he signs too. Whew. Okay, so Giovanni Mays is back. There may be other players that I might replace depending on who is available, but Fabian Bale gets released, Brody Mashington gets released, and Glover Macho Man get released. All of those were playoff signings, and then we let go of Glass Snyder, aging veteran who is getting paid more than his value. I'd look to consider bringing him back, but for right now, he it gets dropped, and we'll see what else is available once we start the off season. So we'll head over there now. Let's take a look at the um, retirement, and Justin Ribeye, the only player to retire from the Ungulates. He walks away at age 37 with a B plus rating, and we have some very interesting players on the that are available, including Marcel Vincent. We saw Wilmer Ran on there. We see Jane Bulgar, Asher Garcia. We see Golder Jones, and then Juliet Carr, both very interesting options. So we'll see what ends up happening in the off season. Can't wait for you to see the team afterwards, but we'll be back and we'll walk through everything. I'm going to do some scouting, let you know what players I found, and we'll come back later. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that we weren't able to come through with our second championship, but the fact that we got there is impressive enough, and I am very much hopeful that the Outlaws can do something big in season 3. So I can't wait for you to see it. I thank you so much for watching. Excuse me, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.